What's up, YouTube? I know, I look a hot mess. If this is your first time here, excuse the way I look. It's 4:30 in the morning, and I am getting ready to head to the airport. I am traveling to Yucca Valley, California this morning, and it's basically kind of just like a solo trip. I just needed to get away, so I took a week off from work, actually on the app, or started following this app called Wonder. And it's no different from like Airbnb or all of those other different places. But the reason I really like following or started to follow this particular app is because it just started showing me just different parts of the United States, be able to explore some other places in the United States aside from like going out of the country. But yeah, so I found this online it looks really cool. It's a really cool house in Yucca Valley, California, and you know, it's in the desert. That whole Palm Springs, it's near Palm Springs. So that's where we're traveling this morning. I as they say, pray my strength in the Lord, because I am literally going to the desert for 3 days by myself, and then taking a road trip to Sequoia National Park to see the sequoia trees. So this should be a really interesting trip. I don't really have expectations. I have a plan of where I'm staying, how I'm getting there, what I'm eating, all of that good stuff. But as far as like, I don't know. I'm just gonna stay open-minded. So that is where we're going. So come along with me. And now I am on my way out to Yucca Valley, and it's actually a 2-hour drive from Los Angeles. And I just really opted to do the drive from Los Angeles to Yucca Valley simply because my plane ticket was like $300, and my rental car, because I actually got a free day for the whole week, was like also $350. But the flight from Atlanta to Palm Springs was like seven, like high sevens. So I just figured I'd just make like a little road trip out of it, kind of see some of the landscape as far as driving in California. I really enjoy that. So that was an option for me, and I took it. And it is actually a little late. I did not land in Los Angeles until like 1:15, and I really was supposed to get here like at 10. We actually had a medical emergency on our flight, and then on top of the medical emergency, while that was happening, the passenger in my row got into an argument, like, you know, a little tit for tat argument with one of the flight attendants, which the flight attendant, I am not even going to lie, he was rude from the jump when we boarded the plane. So what ended up happening when we landed in Salt Lake City, we had to divert to Salt Lake City. That flight attendant called the police on he called the police on the guy that was in my row. Well, because the flight attendant was so nasty, like as soon as we boarded the flight attendant wanted everyone around who basically saw the tit for tat with him and the passenger to speak up for him, and nobody would. Nobody in that area would speak up for the flight attendant. As a matter of fact, they spoke against him. So we had to wait an extra 30 minutes for them to remove the flight attendant off the flight, and they allowed the passenger to come back on, and then we got a new flight attendant. And that was so funny because he thought he was doing something and ended up getting himself removed from the flight. So that's why I landed in Los Angeles so late, but California the whole week, and I'm okay with that. But it's just been adventurous already. So I am ready to get, well, actually, I'm really just trying to get out of this Los Angeles traffic, because traffic sucks. So once I kind of get out of this traffic, I'm gonna try and wait to get into Palm Springs and just do some like grocery shopping, just so I can have some, and that way I can have like groceries for these 3 days that I'm in Yucca Valley, and then just kind of go from there. So I am so glad that you all are joining me if you've made it this far in the video. So let's go. This is the space. Looks exactly like what they shared. Have a bathroom here. Cute. It's been a long day, y'all. And then this is one bedroom. Space. Got washer and dryer, and then here is the master. Looks really good. Look at this bathroom. How gorge. Gorge, gorge, gorge. Have all of your amenities. All right, y'all, so I've kind of gotten relaxed. I've already figured out that the hot tub is where I'm going to be for the remainder of my stay. It's almost like when you hit this, you didn't even know, like I didn't even know that I needed it. So. Good morning, everyone. It is day 2 here in Yucca Valley, and it is the morning time. I wanted to try to get up to try to catch the sunrise, but your girl is tired, okay? She is just freaking tired from all the commotion and time zone change and all that other good stuff. So I think I'm gonna start a fire here really quick and just kind of sit down and talk a bit. But the thing is, I literally used to be one of those people that was like, okay, if I go on vacation, I have an itinerary. I'm gonna do this on day 1. When I get there, we're gonna go do X, Y, and Z. And as I get a little bit older, I'm like, bump you and your itinerary. I'm gonna do what I want to do because I'm so tired. I'm supposed to be up early with some hiking boots on, trying to get to Joshua Tree. I forgot what the mountain, what the hike is on the Am Trail in Palm Springs. That was the itinerary for the day, and it still might be. But I'm so tired. I am so freaking tired. So I think I'm just going to just get a cup of coffee for right now, eat me a little croissant, and enjoy a morning fire and just kind of sit out here. Because I could get back in the bed. I really could get back in the bed and probably sleep for another 3 to 4 hours, which is probably what I should do. Just so I'm not like, groggy and have a bad attitude. Because I have a bad attitude when I'm hungry and when I'm sleepy. So, yeah. So let's just get some coffee and think about what the day is. Because I might get back in the jacuzzi. That's what, or hot tub. I don't know why I keep calling it a jacuzzi. Whatever, however you want to call it. Whatever. So, yeah. Let's just get some coffee. So I am out of luck because I forgot you have to go grocery shopping for everything. And I forgot to get like some milk or some creamer because they did. They told me everything that I was going to have an espresso machine. And I guess I have like regular coffee. I could make a regular cup of coffee. But I still need, regardless of which, I still need creamer. So I'm just going to drink this little small shot of coffee so I don't waste it. And it smells so good. Oh my gosh, if I had some creamer, this would be heavenly. See, I'm tired. I have to get some creamer today. If it had some creamer in it, that would be really good. It just needs the rest of it. I don't have it. So, but what I did get, I bought some, like I went to Walmart yesterday because the thing about Yucca Valley is not like this huge town with all of these restaurants and, just this huge booming, like with stores. It really is nestled in the mountains, in the desert mountains. And I had to stop at like Walmart. It was a cute little town, maybe about 20 minutes, 30 minutes outside, right before you start to come into where Palm Springs is. And so I stopped at Walmart and just kind of picked up some stuff, but I was tired in Walmart and I really wasn't thinking. I should have had like a list of stuff that, I could have grocery shopped and then, been a little bit more comfortable in the kitchen. Because even last night, I just bought like one of those little ready-made lasagnas and cooked that, ate that. And that was perfect because I was so sleepy. I could have eaten, anything and been full and then just gone to bed. So I just picked up like, some little groceries, like not even a lot. Like maybe 3-4 choices of a fruit, like some some breakfast. I think I ended up with like some croissants, just some like little stuff because my plan was like if you want to go to restaurants and those type of things, you do have to drive out to Palm Springs. And Palm Springs from where I am is about 50 miles. It like where I am is a little bit more secluded, think more oasis, like how you see outside. So you do have to kind of like come here to be prepared to kind of like live in the house on your own. But my goal was to get outside and, like go to a restaurant or two. But I just, like I said, I'm sleepy, y'all. So I'm going to make this little croissant thing here. I did get some orange juice because I love orange juice in the morning. And we're not gonna complain. We're just gonna make it work, make it do. And this, y'all, I'm trying to figure out why I'm so sleepy. And I was like, oh, where's my phone? Now, granted, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. That's my normal time range, living in Georgia. And you can see what it looks like outside. Beautiful sun, nice and bright. Looks like you want to go for just a really nice run, right? But my body is saying, okay, it's time to get up because the sun's out and, you know, you can't let the day get away, even if you're tired. Yeah, but look what time it is. It's 6 o'clock in the damn morning. That's why I feel like this. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. My body is saying it's 9 o'clock, right? Isn't it like a 3 hour difference or something like that? 4 hour difference? I think it's 3. Yeah, my body is saying that it's 9 something at home when it's really 6 o'clock in the morning here in California. And my dumb ass is like up ready to party. No freaking wonder. I forgot about the whole time change. I just woke up, the sun like was kind of peering into the room where I was, and I was like, oh my God, it's time to get up. The day is here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Jeez Louise. Like, that's why I'm like so freaking sleepy. But I'm just still gonna stay up. I'm just gonna stay up because I'm gonna just stay up. I tried to stay up last night so that I wouldn't let the time change get to me, and still did. So, yeah, let's just sit outside here. Make this little fire. Good morning, everyone. So I'm on my way to downtown Palm Springs this morning just to kind of explore Palm Springs a little bit, take some photos. I plan on eating lunch down here and probably dinner. I'm gonna try to do dinner as well. I kind of researched some restaurants that I want to try. Went on Pinterest, saw some recommendations. So yeah, that's what today is. Today is Palm Springs. So woohoo, let's go. Made it to the Palm Springs sign, so I'm gonna take a picture or two and be really, really, really touristy. How about that? So this is what they call La Plaza, I think, off of the main road. I think it's called Canyon Road, but it just has like a lot of little shops. A lot of your stores like Sephora, there's Birkenstock over there, West Elm, H&M, I think I saw. Yeah. La Plaza, that's what it is. Chico's, and just different restaurants and stuff. Okay, so So all I did yesterday was like kind of stay to the house and stayed in the pool. Just like a pool relaxed day yesterday. I'm gonna try to cram 2 things in. So the aerial tramway, which is here in Palm Springs, and then I think I'm gonna go and try Salvation Mountain. I think that's what it's called. It's like an hour and a half from there, where a local resident built like this monument to God. I guess it was like to showcase his love for God, but it's like a really huge monument, and I'm gonna really try to go. So let's go. Going back down the mountain now, so I've had enough. All right, y'all. So that was the Palm Springs aerial tramway. You know, I know earlier in the video I talked about what happened with the flight attendant about being kind, and as you could see when we were on the little tramway, going up there, you're packed in a thing like sardines. And so I asked the guy, because they were like going up there camping, he didn't look like he had a care in the world to be by the window to take a picture. And I saw there was a space behind him. And I just asked him politely, hi sir, do you mind if I get there? Then he goes into his ego trip. Well, I don't know how you gonna get there, cause I ain't moving my mat. And I'm like, all right, Charmaine, two things you could do. You can really jack his ass up, or you can lead with kindness. Be kind. Because that's what I said at the beginning of the video. And I just said to him, well, I didn't ask you to move your mats. I'm going to walk around you. I just want to make sure you're okay with me coming behind you and being in that little corner. He had a friend with him, and the friend kind of looked like, okay, it wasn't that serious. Everybody around looked like, wow, it really wasn't that serious. So a lady was like, girl, just come on, just get around him, just get in there. So when I walked around him, because he didn't see that there was space behind him, then he felt so stupid. He was like, well, if you're gonna get me in the picture, that's gonna cost you about $10 because of these packs. I'm like, yeah. So when people act like that, if you're kind to them because they think that you're going to, you know, have an attitude with them or match their energy, when you lead with kindness, that is the true killer. So that's the moral of the story for the Palm Springs aerial tramway. Still lead with kindness. That's the moral of this whole video. All right. So anyways, over the negativity, on to the next stop. So I'm gonna gas up, and then I'm gonna go to what is the mountain, Salvation Mountain, and see what that's about, because that's like maybe an hour and a half from here. And I'm gonna just go in this dress. I don't know if I need to change. I did bring a change of clothes, but I went up the aerial tramway in this dress and sandals, so let's just keep it going. All right, next stop. Okay, y'all, I had to make a judgment call just for my own safety. So I started driving from the aerial tram. It said that the Salvation Mountain was like an hour and a half, which did not bother me. That did not bother me because I just told you all, right? But then I started driving. I knew I needed gas, and I said, okay, once I get on I-10 and kind of get there a little closer, I'm gonna stop and get some gas. Well, once I turned off, I think this is on like State Road 111, that just flipped like really, really quickly. And I kind of did a little video where you all could see like the road. There is nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing out here. So I kind of kept kept trying to gauge my gas. It kept saying I was like 18 miles from the place. And when I looked at it again, it said I was 18 miles from making a left off the place. So this is a bit much and beyond me to be by myself, to be out here just by myself right now, even if it's, you know, during the day. And I also kind of had to stop for like border patrol for a second, and he kind of saw like, okay, he's like, oh, you could go through, it's fine. So I am a little bit below a half a tank, and I mean, like, it is nothing. It is a nothing out here. There was like an RV park some time ago, maybe like 15 miles ago, and I looked up what was the nearest gas station. It said it was a Chevron, and it was 54 miles. So I just turned around. I was like, you know what? I would rather me turn around. I can always come back to Palm Springs. That's not a big deal, and put that on my list. But I do not, and I repeat, hell, I don't want to be out here and it's, you know, sunny, it's daylight outside, because it's like 100 degrees. I mean, like, it's hot. And I would rather me be in an area where I can get some gas and be okay. I mean, not to say that anything was, you know, bad or anything. I just didn't have any gas. So if it did call for me to put the pedal to the metal, I would have ran out of gas. So we will just have to put that Salvation Mountain on the bottom of our list and come back another time. I do want to come back out here to Yucca Valley, the Palm Springs area. So that will just have to be for another time. So I just wanted to give y'all an update. Safety first, okay? Safety first. Yeah. Like, do y'all see this? It ain't nothing out here. Like, nothing. Just road, dirt, mountains, and a railroad track to my right, and what they're calling a beach to my left. But I'm just gonna go ahead and make my way back to Yucca Valley just to play it safe. So I made it to a gas station. I feel like the biggest idiot. I remember coming through, I guess this town is called Mecca. I remember coming through here because I was like, oh, this is a cute little town. I mean, it's nothing here, but when I was sitting there saying how cute it was, I literally passed the right turn where there's like travel center, gas station, a Starbucks, all that good stuff. So now I'm contemplating, should I just fill up my tank and then try to head back, or just count it a loss? I don't know. What would you all do? I don't know. I'm gonna get gas and see what happens. I just went ahead and got me some Starbucks and a lemon cake. This has just been too much. I have a full tank of gas. I feel like a complete nut. I should have looked. I don't know what I was doing. I should have put it in my GPS and added stops along the way instead of just having the Salvation Mountain as my final stop. But I don't know if I feel like I want to go back out there, because I mean, it didn't take me long to get here, but I think I was like pushing it because I was literally on the line right before E. So I was like pushing it to get back to this space here, because if I didn't turn around, I would have run out of gas. It just seems like the car was just like, oh, once we get past this line, we are gonna keep going. And it's like the car just started leaking gas all of a sudden. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to Yucca Valley. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to Yucca Valley and get in the pool or get in the jacuzzi, one of those two, because it's hot. It's like 101 degrees. And this is really good. I think I'm gonna just take it back home. Or, yeah. Let's take it back home. All right, y'all, so I made it back to Yucca Valley after that cute little day that I had. This is where I needed to be. So I am just going to chill poolside for the remainder of the day, catch me a little tan. I actually have my umbrella. I think this is the perfect time to go ahead and sign off on this Yucca Valley vlog. I'm gonna start a new vlog tomorrow as I travel to Sequoia National Park. I'm really excited about that because I will be glamping. I am going to stay in the, I think it's called the Auto Camp Sequoia, and I'm staying like in the Airstream. It's like the glamping, all that good stuff. But you'll see all of that in the vlog starting tomorrow. I really appreciate everyone who is a subscriber. Thank you so much for tuning into my video, and I will see you all next time.